What's up guys, welcome. In today's video I'm going to show you 4 super easy crockpot meals that are delicious. These are my go-tos anytime I run out of ideas, and the whole family will actually eat these. So I'm just going to go through each one and show you guys how I make them. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. So this first one I'm going to be doing is chicken teriyaki sliders. This one is delicious and it is so super easy. So I first start out with my thawed out chicken, and you can use the chicken tenderloins or chicken breasts. These are actually chicken breasts that I got at our grocery store, and they're huge, so we actually slice them in half to make them a little bit smaller and so that they'll cook a little bit quicker. Next, I'm taking just some regular old chicken broth, and I'm just going to add a little bit of this to the chicken. And then I have these green peppers that I actually already cut up from another recipe, so I had these just in a baggie in the fridge, and I'm going to go ahead and add these to the chicken. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the mushrooms. I know not everyone likes mushrooms, so you could totally do this without mushrooms, but I love them. So I'm adding almost a whole entire container. I'm just tearing them up so that they're kind of in smaller little pieces. Next, I'm using these frozen onions that are already chopped up in a bag. These have come in so handy. I use them all the time. And then this actually wasn't planned, but I saw these in our fridge and I like spicy, so I decided to add some jalapeno slices as well. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more of the chicken broth on top, and then I'm going to be adding some of my light soy sauce. This gives it so much flavor, so yeah, just as much as you want to add to it for that flavor. Too much of emotions, sometimes I'm the light, don't wanna pick a fight with. So now that this has already been in there simmering for a little while, I am going to take the chicken out and slice it up into smaller little pieces. So you can totally like shred the chicken or cut it, whatever is easiest for you. So I was just cutting these up into smaller little pieces. And then this is the teriyaki seasoning. I'm just going to go ahead and add some of this to the crock pot, and then put all the chicken back in there, stir it up, and then let it simmer for the rest of the day. Alright guys, this is my little secret right here that makes these sandwiches amazing. I don't know if you've ever tried this brand of bread, but oh my goodness, these are so good. So I'm just putting these on the little toaster oven tray, I'm cutting them up, and I'm just going to toast them for a little bit. And for this meal, I just put the chicken, add a little bit of cheese on top, threw it on the bun, add some chips, and then we had some pasta salad. And this was such a great little meal, and the kids loved it too. So alright guys, the next one is barbecue chicken sliders. If you have noticed a trend here, we really only eat chicken in this house, so you're going to see a lot of chicken recipes with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take some barbecue sauce, whatever flavor you want. This is just the Kroger brand, and it is really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the crock pot. And then next, I'm just going to take a little bit of garlic salt and then a very little bit of brown sugar. And I'm sorry you guys, but I don't measure anything, so I just kind of sprinkle a little bit in there. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have exact measurements for you guys, but I just don't measure anything. Once you have all that stirred up, you can go ahead and add your chicken, and these I'm using the chicken tenderloins that I found, and I like using these just because they're easy, like they cook a lot quicker, and I don't know, they're just easier because I don't have to do anything with them beforehand. Then after a couple hours, I went in and just started to break up the chicken, and eventually I want to make this shredded chicken because that's pretty much what barbecue chicken is. So I'm just kind of breaking it up into pieces now, and then I'm going to take a fork and start shredding the chicken. And then after a couple more hours, I went in and I actually took this potato or meat smasher, whatever the heck this thing is. I just went ahead and used that to break up the chicken more, and it really got it nice and shredded. I'm just going to heat up these cut Italian green beans, And then I found these dinner rolls. These are really, really good too. So yeah, that's all we did for that one. I just threw it on the bun, added a pickle, and we had some chips and some green beans. Okay, for this one, this is straight up Midwest comfort food. My mother-in-law actually gave me the idea for this one, and it is one of my go-tos. We do this probably once a week. So you're just gonna take your chicken, your thawed-out chicken, same, you can use tenderloins, you can use the big breast, anything you want, and you're just gonna go ahead and put those in the crock pot. And then you're going to take a can, the large can of the cream of chicken. You can actually use cream of mushroom, any kind of cream of whatever soup you want. I just think the chicken tastes really good. So you're going to add a whole entire can to it. And when I say this is the easiest crock-pot meal you will ever make, I'm not kidding. That's literally all you do. You add the chicken, you add the cream of chicken, and you let that bad boy simmer all day. So what I like to do is just keep it on low. I feel like the chicken cooks a lot better and it's really, really tender. And yeah, that's it. So you just cook it. I usually cook it for probably 6 to 8 hours on low. And then the chicken just shreds apart. And then when I'm ready, I will make a couple cups of this white rice. And this is the rice you could throw right in the microwave, and it pretty much cooks itself. And then I'm just gonna make a little bit of the broccoli and cheddar frozen and throw that in the microwave, and that is it for this one. So anytime you don't have, like say you're gonna be out running errands or whatever, this is the perfect thing to throw in the crock pot, and this can just cook while you're out running errands. So this is one of my favorites, and the kids absolutely love it. So thank you to my mother-in-law for giving us this awesome idea. Alright guys, on to the easiest chili recipe you will ever find. I know I've done this on my channel before, but I had to throw this one in again. So I am going to use the ground turkey because like I said, we don't eat a whole lot of beef in our house. It's mostly chicken, turkey. So yeah, I'm just going to take this ground turkey, and it doesn't even have to be thawed out. Like if it's still frozen, it's okay. You can just throw it in the crock pot and let it cook for a little bit. So I'm just going to put that in there and let this cook for a couple hours by itself on low, and then I'm going to add everything else to it. So after a couple hours, you're going to want to make sure that the meat is all mashed up, and you're going to obviously want to go ahead and drain it so you don't have any fat or anything in there. And then we can start adding in the cans of the tomatoes and the beans. So I like to use the Kroger stewed tomatoes. There's already like celery and other seasonings in there. You can totally use a different brand, but I just prefer the Kroger brand. It's a little bit cheaper. So you're going to want 3 cans of the stewed tomatoes, 2 cans of the dark kidney beans, and then a smaller can of tomato paste. And I totally forgot to put the tomato paste in. I noticed it later when I was like, why is this chili so runny? So yeah, make sure you do the chili paste so that it's a little bit thicker, and then don't forget to put in the chili seasoning. I just went ahead and used mild because my girls are going to eat it and they don't like anything too spicy. So once all that is added together, you're just going to mix it all together and simmer it in the crock pot. I like to do it for about 6 hours on low, and that's it for this one. It's so super duper easy. And when we serve it, I like to serve it with a little bit of shredded cheese and oyster crackers. Alright guys, that does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed these 4 easy, super duper easy recipes. I know it's kind of weird watching these when it's almost summer, but I make these all year round. So I don't know about you guys, but I love comfort food any time of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. Let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.